But she was a very loving person. She had a heart for people. You have a child for 33 years. Is energetic, and she just got off of work. She was working. I was looking to see her, later on that day. It's devastating. But you got to have faith. You have to have something other than you to hold on to.
kcisthetown.com. This is a story about Angenette Hollins, 34, from Kansas City. She was a beautiful, authentic, resilient, energetic, and loving woman. Angenette Hollins was a hard worker. In 2008, she started her own business, Unique Hair Salon Studio, Incorporated, where she worked alongside her sisters. But hair wasn't her only passion. Hollins had recently become a registered nurse. Angenette was working as a nurse at night, while coming to the salon during the day. On October the 7th, 2018, Angenette Hollins finished her shift and clocked out. She went home to briefly relax before continuing her day. Angenette was in the bathroom, and all of a sudden, her husband, Isaac J. Fisher, 39, kicks in the bathroom door and started accusing Angenette of taking his money. Angenette said, "I didn't take your money," but Isaac wasn't trying to hear it. He shot his wife Angenette multiple times before fleeing the scene in her vehicle. Isaac's mother heard several shots before finding Angenette on the bathroom floor. Isaac arrived later that morning at a home on Laurel Avenue in Raytown, where he kicked in the door and then drove away in a second vehicle, a white Chevrolet Traverse. Roughly 30 minutes after Angenette was killed, Isaac went to a home in the 5700 block of M Avenue and shot 3 people. His stepbrother, Jaron Walton, an unknown adult, and a 4-year-old girl. A 1-year-old was present but was not injured. Fisher's stepbrother was able to identify Isaac before he died from his injuries. Isaac fled the scene and headed to Kansas City near 112th Street and Eastern Avenue. Isaac blicked Jason Jones on the front porch of his home before fleeing the scene and doing the race. Jason died at the hospital. 12 later identified Jason as Fisher's cousin.
Isaac Fisher allegedly shot and killed Hollins and 2 others Sunday morning. Fisher and Hollins' daughter begged him to stop as police searched for him.
I don't want to lose both of my parents. I've already lost my mom. And if you just turn yourself in, I won't have to lose you too.
You never think that it would be your child this day or that day.
Hollins' mother is a pastor. Today, she preached to family and faith.
You have to have something other than you to hold on to.
She thinks now of the life Hollins will never get to live, the people she'll never get to help.
You have to love people every day and live each day like it's your last, because we don't know.
Isaac is a felon with a long criminal history. Isaac has been struggling since he and Hollins lost a newborn child several years ago. He has been incarcerated several times since then and has had difficulty regaining steady employment because he's a felon. In 2010, he was arrested after leading KCPD on a high-speed chase that ended when he wrecked with another vehicle. Isaac and a passenger fled on foot, but 12 caught them nearby. Inside the wrecked vehicle, 12 found 2 handguns. Isaac was charged in federal court with being a felon in possession of a firearm. Isaac later pleaded guilty to the charge and was sentenced to 2 years and 6 months in prison. Late Sunday, after Fisher's relatives pleaded for him to turn himself in, 12 announced Fisher was arrested. A jury convicted a Kansas City man of a 2018 rampage that killed 3 people and injured a 4-year-old. The jury found 39-year-old Isaac Fisher guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder, second-degree murder, armed criminal action, burglary, unlawful use of a weapon, and endangering the welfare of a child. As required by law, Fisher was sentenced to life without parole on December the 19th, 2022. Okay, you have to vet a person before you begin a serious relationship with them. Women, you have to stop dating professional prisoners. Isaac was broke, struggling, and insecure, and strung out on drugs. He wanted money for a fix, and Jeanette refused to give him any more money, and he lost it. This beautiful black queen didn't deserve this. My heart goes out to this family. I'm out here.
And she donated money, and she was always donating money to different people, or clothes, or whatever she could find that would be helpful. And then when she got in the nursing business, she was mindful of people and wanted to see people better and wanted to see them well. She had a love for people. She had a love for her family. And she had a love for her friends. And so she was a go-getter. She was energetic. She was fashionable. She always made a fashion statement. When she said, I think I'm going to go and do my hair, and I was like, oh, Lord. But Angenette, that gold hair became her, and she is so beautiful. And she wore it proudly. She would always express her love for me. She was my daughter.